experience at that point?
It was experience. I mean, the whole internet thing, wherever that was going, whether it was going to be something.
Well, the story was they were going to do WWIWC.
Right, and it was going to be a broadcast internet show once a week, live or something like that.
They even had an ad in PWI.
Mm-hmm. They did, and it didn't matter to me. I mean, that would have been great if it would have worked out. That would have been great, but I didn't care. I went in there for the ring time. It was a weekly show. I had a good time. I was with my buddies. I got to wrestle Jerry a bunch. Actually, little note of trivia, I had never stepped in a ring with Jerry until IWC.
Really?
And now I've wrestled him about 3,000 times.
There was a point during the before you started tagging with Wonder, I believe, you hurt your knee.
No, this was during Wonder.
It was? Okay.
Yeah,
why don't you tell us about how and when you hurt your knee?
IWC, I was tagging with Nick Wonder, and we were hot for a long time. Tag team wise, we clicked really well. We never won any kind of title or anything, but it didn't matter.
Right.
We clicked really well. We wrestled Jerry and Mikey Webb a bunch, and we had a good time there. I went to we had a show with, I guess it was XW or WXW or XW 2000. We had a show with them at the Navy base in Pensacola here, and me being the dick that I am, walked out as a heel. I was supposed to have a singles match with Jerry.
They do the USO shows, and those draw really well.
They do.
Like
and
500-600 people.
Right. And they used to pay really well. I don't know what happened to that. But, I was supposed to wrestle Jerry in a singles match that was supposed to turn, with Maze and Cruz coming in, it was supposed to turn into a four-way match later that night. Well, I wanted to show off and do a backflip off the top rope and land on my feet and just be like, "Hi, I'm better than you. You know, you go shoot brown people and I do backflips."
Right.
Just cockiness, and it bit me in the ass because the place was too dark, and the mat of the ring was black.
Okay.
And I misjudged it, and I came down on my knee as this one right here, and just felt it come apart. I mean, it was the worst feeling in the world. I've never felt anything like that since, and I never want to feel it again. It was the worst feeling ever. And I hurt myself there. I had what will go down in history as the worst match ever with Jerry.
Between you two, or ever?
Understandably.
No, ever.
Oh, okay.
Bastion Booger and Mantar had a good...
better match than that.
Yeah, they looked like, you know, Shawn Michaels and Chris Daniels and Christopher Daniels against, you know,
right,
compared to us.
We got you.
Just terrible. But I couldn't move. I couldn't walk. And Jerry's all shooting me into the ropes like an asshole, and you know. So we ended that match. I went out. I had to come back. I had to go to the emergency room and stuff like that. And then the doctors were like, "Well, there's nothing wrong with it." And I was like, "There's something wrong with it. There's still something wrong with it."
So you had to take time off from IWC.
Yeah, and that's what hurt the most.
Right.
I had to take time off from IWC. I missed a couple weeks because I couldn't even walk. Eventually I showed up on crutches. But never once in the whole time that I was hurt, that's blinking, I don't know if that means anything. Your record light. But never once in the whole time I was hurt did I ever say, "That's it." It was always, "When can I go back?"
Right.
So that was that, and I came back.
I think we are running down on time, as that blinking light would indicate. There is a bunch more stuff that I wanted to hit with you. We may have to do a two-parter for you.
Hey, bring it home.
Is there anything final, real quick? We only got about 2.5 minutes that you would like to say to your fans, other workers, promoters, just basically a final statement?
Promoters, if I didn't say your name, everything's cool. I've enjoyed working your shows, and I hope to work thousands more of them. And the whole thing I said about not caring about money earlier, I didn't mean it. Fans, keep coming out. You're what drives us to do it. And other workers, I've had a good time. I'd love to do it again.
All right, that was the shoot with future icon Nick Vortex, and we'll pick up later. Thank you.